Welcome to this week's final edition of the Brandstand, where we help business leaders to understand how investing in their brand strategy can help them to grow their business. My name's Craig McVoy, I'm the founder of Beyond Brand, and I've been helping business leaders for over 20 years to grow their business and stand out from their competition by using our methodology. In this final episode, we'll be looking at how improving your brand processes can help you to increase the efficiency that you get and also reduce the wastage in your business. Well, if we're going to use efficiency and wastage as measures, how can that be applied to your brand? Well, it's more to do with the fact that your brand has an impact on the things that can make a difference in those areas. And the first of those is obviously your people and the employees that you have in your teams. Because if they have an empowered autonomy to do the right thing, then they can make a huge difference on whether you end up with costs that you shouldn't have or that you end up spending money that you shouldn't have to as well. There's no point in having great people and then putting them in chains or behind bars and stopping them from being the excellent people that they can be. If they understand the North Star and the brand promise and the vision and values that you're trying to do, then they should be able to deliver against those expectations without being in shackles all of the time. It's about having faith in your employees and letting them do the right thing. Because your frontline staff will know the problems that need fixing the majority of the time. They will speak to customers on a daily basis and they will know what it is that they wish could be different in your business. Of course, if you're getting complaints or rework back, then they'll see that as well. So they'll be able to tell you a lot of the time what it is that you need to spend some time and money and resource on in order to fix that. So it's about collaborating over improving the brand and the processes that you have in your business. And that's empowering both for customers and also for employees. So collaborate with both of those when it comes to understanding the areas that you can make a difference to improve your brand as it stands today. And make sure that the design that you give around the experience is deliberate. Most businesses don't plan the experience that they're going to give at all. In fact, it's just left to chance. So is it any wonder that sometimes that can be inconsistent, especially if you have a larger team? Or is it that it sometimes goes wrong? Because if you've not mapped out what it is that you want to happen and then you've walked through it with your people, is it any wonder that it sometimes goes wrong? Well, it's no wonder really, and we've got to understand that consistency is key towards delivering that reliability. We've already mentioned in our last video about how that makes a difference to loyalty and trust, but it's all about being able to be confident that that's something that you're going to deliver time after time, so that you're giving clear expectations of what is going to be delivered for your customers, and also what your employees are expected to deliver for that experience to look good. Time to make decisions is less then, because people will just get on with it, whether that's the customer experiencing it or the employee being able to deal with it. There'll be less referrals. You won't need to check with the leaders in your business as to what needs to be done. And also the customer knows what they're going to get. It's a bit similar to if you wanted to grab some food. If you walked into a McDonald's, you'd expect a very different experience than if you were going into the Ivy in London. Of course, they serve different types of food, but also different price points, and also different experiences are given in that. So I understand what I'm going to get if I go into either of those venues, and because I know what I'm going to get, I'm happy with that. When it doesn't deliver, your loyalty goes, because you are in that process of thinking, I don't know what I'm going to get here and I don't have the time to think about that, or really want to exert the energy towards risking it. So I'll go somewhere where I know that it can make a difference. And that has an impact on brands and brand choices. It's the equivalent of Volvo giving a 1-star crash rating. It just wouldn't happen. But also, customers of Volvo would be absolutely perplexed. So it's important that you as a business, you guide me as to what my expectations are going to be, and that you match against what I'm expecting you're going to deliver on that time that I'm going to spend with your brand. And so to summarise then, empower and give autonomy to those people in your business, both from a customer and an employee perspective, to make a difference as to how to improve your brand. Make sure you then go through a process of deliberate design to make sure that the experience is mapped out as to what's expected in there. And then finally, meet my expectations by setting them clearly and giving me a real understanding as to what I can expect to get when I interact with your brand. Come on. Well, that's it for this week, and actually for the next few weeks, as we take a break from the Brandstand to focus on our live Build a Brand Bootcamp. If you want to join us there, we'll be looking at how you can attract more customers and then keep them for longer. If you click the link below, you can still register for a place on the workshop, and I hope that you'll join us there. In the meantime, take care, and we look forward to seeing you again soon on the Brandstand.